Oh, the lights aren't here yet, be careful.
Okay, I'd like to call to order or reconvene the regular City of Angels City Council meeting for Tuesday, November 1st. Will you please stand and join us in a pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Earlier this evening, we had one closed session item relating to existing litigation with Marie A. Starr. And I'd like to report out of that closed session that direction has been given to our city attorney. The next item is approval of the agenda. Is there anyone on the council that wishes to have an item on the agenda removed or modified? Is there any member of the public that wishes, has a request to modify the agenda? If not, we'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Behill, seconded by Councilwoman Morris. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Staff reports. As routine, we have a detailed staff report from our city administrator. Is there anyone on the council that wishes to comment or have questions on anything in the report?
I was just gonna comment on the website. Is that today? Did it go?
Yes.
So we're working on it.
Okay.
But we are trying for midnight tonight.
Okay. Sounds good.
Any other comments? I highlighted a couple of items. It was good news, Chief, that you described as uneventful, the Wild West Fest. That's good news. Let's see, the other, and I'm also pleased to see the note under community development that a new and sustained effort to end code enforcement complaints at the Lode Hotel and 682 Stanislaus is underway. Great. I wish you guys good luck in trying to finally get those properties under control. And then the last item, dealing with the Museum Foundation hosting an appreciation event on November 20th. I would encourage all the council to participate. I mean, this is one opportunity that we have to recognize and to thank the hard work that the commissioners do, and I certainly hope to participate in that myself. That's the only comment I had. Is there any member of the public that wishes to comment or question anything in the staff report? Okay. With that, we'll move on to council updates, and I'll begin on my far left with Vice Mayor Pollendorf.
Last week, from the 25th to the 28th, I attended the Cal LAFCO conference in Santa Barbara. So it was a statewide LAFCO event for members to go get updated on current legislative issues, hot topics for the next coming year related to LAFCO, and also just networking with joining counties and other counties across the state. And that's all I have to report.
Okay.
I have nothing to report.
Okay. Councilman Beal?
Last Tuesday, I attended the UWPA meeting, and nothing really eventful going on there. There's always a lot going on.
Okay. Councilwoman
Okay.
Morris.
On October 19th, I attended the Calaveras Public Power Agency meeting. And the board approved the 2015-16 audit and also adopted the 2016-17 budget. And on October 20th, I attended the Museum Commission meeting. At that meeting, they introduced the newest member, Marilyn Smith. And I also attended the Utica Water and Power Agency meeting for Councilman Zobon. That's all.
Okay. Well, I have 3 items of my own on October 19th. I attended the Planning Angels Camp second workshop that was held that Wednesday evening here in the firehouse. It was the second of a series of public meetings where the consultant brought concept drawings of what the whole Main Street corridor might look like with lots of alternatives. It was attended by, 20, 25 people. Very lively discussion and debate and likes and dislikes of certain parts. So anyway, I would have described it as a successful meeting, and it put a lot of fresh information on the table. The following day, on the 20th, I attended a special Calaveras Council of Government meetings, and then on Friday, the 21st, I participated in the grand opening of a new business downtown called Next Homes Realty, which is, the owners are Jeff Rasmussen and Tammy Dillashaw. Remodeled the offices in the former bank building, Central California Bank building, really did a nice job. And so that's one additional storefront that's back in business downtown. That's all I have to report. The next item is public comment. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons wishing to address the council on a matter not on the agenda. State law prohibits the city council from acting upon matters not listed on the agenda, and matters raised by the public will automatically be referred to staff or placed on a future agenda. So with that, is there anyone in the public that wishes to address the council at this time? Please step to the podium. Okay, seeing none, we will move on to our consent calendar. We have one item on the consent agenda, and that is approving the minutes of our regular meeting for October 18th.
I have an editorial comment.
Okay.
I wasn't at that meeting, but it shows me as having seconded a motion by Scott Behill to approve the consent agenda.
I missed you,
Well,
Bert.
maybe somebody was sitting in your chair.
I will make that correction.
Okay. Is there any other comments, or any member of the public wishes to make a comment on the minutes? If not, we'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Okay, moved by Councilwoman Morris, seconded by Councilmember Behill. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
I
okay.
abstain.
And we have 4 yeses and 1 abstention. The only item on the agenda tonight is adopt Resolution 1639, awarding the Angels Camp Carriage House installation of insulation labor costs to High Country Builders. Is there a staff report to accompany this?
Good evening, Council. It is with great pleasure that I present this project to you today. It is a project that is a much-needed solution to a 10-year problem. This is by far the most progress to date that the city has made thanks to the extensive efforts of many who have been working on this project since the beginning of the year. Steve Flagg and I started working with the original contractor who built the museum carriage house, Jeff Mangiano from High Country Builders, in January. And thankfully, legal counsel, Derek and his team, his colleague Elizabeth Perez, were brought in to help on the project in May. Since then, immense project progress has been made, Legal counsel was able to negotiate a deal for the museum with the distributor to replace 27 rolls of the defective insulation. That product for product value is $5,663. The installation was received in June at no cost to the city and has been sitting on the floor of the carriage house since then, awaiting installation. At budget hearing, legal counsel recommended funding the project at its full estimated labor cost of $34,000. Since then, I went back with the contractor, understanding that council wanted to see the contractor absorb some of that cost. So we were able to negotiate an additional $4,200 less off of that estimated cost. So at this time, we are asking council to consider a budget amendment for $29,995 for the labor cost to install the installation.
Thank you. Any council questions, Ms. Ard? Okay. My only comment is you're a great negotiator, and also thanks to Mr. Magano for stepping up to the plate and being willing to find some common ground.
Yes.
So, any member of the, I'm sorry, any member of the public wishes to address the council on this item?
My name is Ronald Rivera. I live at 556 Smith Flat Road, Angels Camp. And if I mess up when I try to say insulation and installation, I won't feel so bad because it's already happened. The first thing I want to mention is that the Museum Foundation has raised the $26,745, which is required for the air conditioning and heating unit. This total was raised in a little over a year, and the donations, many of which came from our citizens in the community, show that they care about the future of the museum. I believe that Angels Camp has one of the finest small-town museums in that it reflects and maintains the history of Angels Camp. Each year, over the last several years, the museum has increased the number of visitors because of the exhibits on display there. And the visitors are always amazed at the scope of this museum. A very, very important part of that museum is the carriage house. In that building are stored many carriages that were either donated to the museum or loaned to the museum with the belief that they would be in an environment that would protect them. And I'm sure we've all discussed it, and we know we had product defect, so they've been in an environment that is not protecting them. But through the efforts of our museum directorate and the council, they were able to get the price reduced to what is in the resolution item. The longer the insulation sits in the carriage house, the more chance there is for something to happen to it. I think it is important that the council vote to adopt this resolution to install the insulation. If the council members have been to the carriage house and seen the insulation dropping from the ceiling, you know that this project is an important step in showing that Angels Camp cares about the history of this area. I therefore urge you to pass this resolution. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak to this item? Okay, any further council discussion? If not, we'll entertain a motion to approve Resolution 16-39.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, been moved by Councilman Behill, seconded by Councilwoman Morris. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That passes unanimous. Again, thank you for the hard work and leadership of the commission, as well as Kim Arth, and it's you folks that have made the museum great, as Ron described. So something we all are and will continue to be very proud of. Thank you. With that, the final item is to review our council calendar for the next few weeks.
Okay, tomorrow at 5:30 PM is the Calaveras Council of Governments meeting. Nothing till Sunday, and that's daylight savings time, so set your clocks back. Tuesday's Election Day, so everybody go out and vote. Thursday at 6 PM is Planning Commission at the Firehouse. Friday, City Hall is closed for Veterans Day, and I have nothing till we're back here on the 15th.
City Hall is open as usual on Election Day, right?
Yes.
Okay. With that, we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Soban, seconded by Councilman Behill. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Did we set a record?